All right, everyone. Welcome, Yung Cory, to the podcast.
Yes,
Welcome,
sir.
bro.
Yes,
How you
sir.
doing today?
I'm good, bro. Big bless.
Do you have any, make any moves, shake? What was going on today?
Man, hey, I was in the studio last night, so
Yeah?
yeah, really just woke up this morning, finished mixing a couple songs, that's
Mhm.
about it. Headed
Okay,
over
man.
here. You know what I'm
Nice.
saying?
Yeah. You were
Uh,
just recording in the studio last night?
Yeah, hell yeah. So every night we're recording, so I would just finish up mixing a couple records and
It's interesting. I actually had that as a question.
yeah.
I actually wanted to ask, like, how often you like recording, and whether that's like something that you find with like writer's block, and like how that incorporates. Do you find like you have a tough time ever like with writer's block, or do you just like pump it out sometimes?
You know what? Honestly, I don't really get writer's block. Like sometimes I feel uninspired, you
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't say that create writer's block, but it'd be like it would just be hard for me to make records, you know what I mean? But I'm always recording because I got the studio at the crib, so anytime when I'm not doing nothing, I'm recording. So I'm damn near always busy.
Do you
feel me?
have like beats on hand, or like do you where would you typically go to get your beat?
I got my own record label, 62 Cap. So it's like
There we go. Yeah.
everybody who
Plug that shit.
facts, you know what I mean? Shout out to my cousin Callie G, you know what I mean? Me and him work good together.
Mhm.
We make a lot of beats together. Also my guy Brax, Nolan, we work together too. So I got go-to guys who make my beats for me, you know what I mean? Kind of like in-house
Mhm.
producers, you know what I mean?
Okay,
that's
so
just
you have like an engine, like a beat maker, kind of at your disposal type thing.
yeah,
They'll
and that's-
they'll make a Yung Cory beat.
yeah.
Really? That's
see,
interesting,
That's
bro.
how I like it too. I like having like close-knitted people, even like videographers, you know what I mean? Everybody just like it's all teamwork.
Very cool. Very
Yeah,
cool. And you met them out in Milwaukee, or is
Yeah.
that SoCal fam, or
Well, my guy Brax, Nolan, he that's SoCal fam.
okay?
My cousin Callie G, that's like damn near my big brother. You know what I
Right,
mean? That's my
yeah.
cousin.
Fire.
We grew up together. You know what I mean? So, yeah,
So you grew up in Milwaukee.
Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Yep.
We were talking earlier. I don't know if you guys are gonna get this footage beforehand, but we were talking about you started your first verses and your first bars at 13 years old. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
that's crazy. You know, most people don't start that young, right?
Yeah.
I mean, at least like maybe they'll start with their friends freestyling. You know,
Yeah.
I actually started. So I don't want to go on a tangent, but like started, doing some shenanigans at 13,
yeah.
getting high, doing some other,
Yeah.
and we would freestyle all the time and like sing, Wiz Khalifa and all that shit. So
Yeah.
anyway, like
Yeah.
that was you started off young, and
Mhm.
that's really dope. So did you have like friends and other homies that were part of that, or was it just you, or that's it?
I had some
Who-
homies who
Mhm.
was rapping when I was like 13. They wasn't really like. It was like what you said. Like it really started like at like the lunch table. You know what I mean? Everybody freestyling,
I
just
feel
having
it.
fun
Yeah.
and everything. But I saw myself being a rapper. You know what I mean? Even my mom's got VHS tapes of me when I was younger. Like, yo, I want to be a rapper. You know what I mean? So it wasn't just like a hobby for me. I was like, yo, I want to actually make this happen. You feel me?
Right. Yeah. That's yeah.
And plus, I was into music too. I was playing instruments. I was playing the trumpet, my piano when I was young. So I was always into music,
Mhm.
anyways. You know what I mean? So
Do you still play piano? I actually remember you had a music video, or at least like a lyrical type thing,
Yep.
like a video compilation of you playing that shit.
mhm.
Do you have Do you still play it? Do you still try to learn, or is the type of thing where, if you're not making beats, if you're not producing, you put that to the side. Do you pick up the piano a lot, or
Yeah, definitely.
maybe even the trumpet? Do you use the trumpet at all?
No, well, you know what? I played the trumpet for 10 years, but I didn't pick the trumpet up. I can't pick the trumpet up right now because
Mm-hmm.
of other reasons, but anything.
Sure.
But I play the guitar. I play the piano too. I'm gonna get back into the trumpet though eventually. But
Yeah.
I definitely dabble with instruments, and that go back to what you was talking about with like writer's block and everything. Because I feel like sometimes when I don't feel inspired with music, when I'm tired of recording or I'm tired of rapping, with this, I would like dabble with the piano or the guitar, and that would actually help me like get more inspired. You feel what I mean?
Absolutely.
I feel like I don't know, it make me feel some type of way.
When did you make your did you ever, what was the first time you started recording? You know,
First song?
maybe not even a first track, but like first time you recorded on a mic.
First time I recorded.
Was it the first time you made a track, or
Oh shit! You know what's crazy? First time I recorded was in California.
Oh, okay.
Low key, cause when I was 13, I would try to prove myself to my parents that I could rap. You know, I'm an only child, so I didn't have like a big brother to prove it to.
Sure.
I had to prove it to my parents what it is, and I was like, all right, cool. So fast forward, we ended up actually going to California. A while ago.
How old were you at that time?
I was 14.
14, I see.
Yeah, so I came out here, ended up working with this producer by the name of Curve.
That's just at 14 years old, I'm working with this producer. That was
crazy.
That's most people don't have that.
I gotta write a book. Facts. My whole journey is a whole book. I worked with this producer. His name Curve. Rest in peace. And we made this song called "Swag It Out." And actually, when I got back to Milwaukee, I was 14 at the time. It was on this thing called Heat from the Streets. It's like some young, like young cats coming up in the city, and they was spinning on the radio.
I
remember like my whole high school was like calling in for the song, and he was like, cool. You know what I mean? Like, they was like, yo, they requesting this song before it even come out.
You had like this 15 seconds of fame type moment, yeah.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Thanks. Yeah. So that was the first record I actually recorded ever, but I was practicing, a year before that. You know what I mean? So it was like
very fire. So like, could you ever could you find that track, or is that track anywhere out there?
Yeah, I just re-released it on
no shit, that's
because it was back then we didn't have Spotify and everything. You know what I mean? So I just re-released it on Spotify and everything. Swag It Out. It ain't a good song, you know what I mean?
It's your first song.
Back then when I was 14, it was like, you know what I mean, back in the early 2000s, but
it's more important that it's your first song than it's a good song,
That's facts. Facts.
Bars right there. Those are bars.
That's a bar for sure. For sure.
Fucking, so Yung Cory, man.
Yes, sir.
What did you want to do when you were a kid? Like when you were, I guess we actually covered that when you were 14, you wanted to say you were a rapper, but did you ever have any aspirations of doing anything else? Like a basketball player, fucking astronaut? I don't know, bro.
Nah, not
nothing
really.
else. That shit's.
He said astronaut. No,
I don't know.
I
don't know. Bro.
I didn't have the kid
I wanted to be a pilot
when I was younger. That was see, that's dope. I didn't really have all them goals of like being a football player. I wanted to do music. I knew the music was gonna be the route. You know what I mean? That's.
Yeah.
I like the box. It was for a minute that I wanted to be a boxer. You know what I mean? Still to this day, like I still box as cardio, and
So you like to do that, like you do that regularly, or?
Yeah. So that's something. That's actually something to help me get me out of writer's block sometimes. Because it's therapeutic for me. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Like you do that like weekly or monthly, or is that
weekly.
Like, that's
weekly.
fucking. That's cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Interesting. So how long have you been doing that?
Man, my dad had me boxing when I was, in elementary school, middle school. We used to come home from school. He had the heavy bag, he had the speed bag downstairs, he had the weight bench, and we used to be down there every day after school, just boxing, working out, and it just became something that was instilled in me that it's another hobby of mine. You know, I mean, it's not nothing I'm pursuing, but
it requires discipline. It requires like a lot of method and like systematic approach to things, right? Like I don't know too much about boxing, but I know that like it's a lot about calculating and
being strategic.
Yeah, exactly. Strategic planning about like where your opponent, like his shoulder dipped, or I don't know, that. Yeah. I wanted to go back to Lil Wayne about like, do you have a favorite album? Do you have a favorite, I guess like an album that you've listened to the most, and or even like a song, something like that, to where like just trying to go back to what influenced you as a kid. Was there a certain album or anything?
Yeah, you know the Carter. I gotta say the Carter 2. It's probably
2.
like what motivated
You played
me.
that on repeat.
Hey, I still play that on repeat, low key. I mean, Carter. I think Carter 3 is my favorite, but Carter 2, that hit me when I was in my prime time. That's what made me like, yo, I'm gonna be a rapper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Carter 1 was dope too. I like Carter 1, but Carter 2 was definitely, that was it.
Interesting, bro.
Yeah.
Is there any other albums or any other artists that you want to put in that, like, maybe give me like a top 3 of like
Top 3.
Let's put Lil Wayne at first,
Big
and
facts.
then so who's like second and third as far as influences?
Second would be Prince.
Really?
Prince would be second. Yeah.
Wouldn't have expected you to say that. That's interesting.
I know, right? Prince
Yeah,
inspired me.
that's fire.
Yeah, Prince inspired me a whole lot growing up. Wayne, Prince. Damn, I don't even know. I gotta say, man,
Mhm.
I want to say some rock and roll because I like rock and
Sure.
roll too. You know what I mean? Somebody like Slash.
You don't
know
have to
what I
keep
mean?
it to 3 if you want. Like, if you want to,
Yeah.
you know, give me a couple that you would say that, who do you listen to on the daily? Like, that's a better question even.
Oh man, on a daily, man, that depends. It's weird because for me, it's like so many people inspired me. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like I was inspired by Wayne, but then there was a point in my life where Gucci Man inspired me. It was a point in my life where like Lil
Right,
Boosie
like
inspired me. You know
you
what
go
I'm
through
saying?
phases, yeah.
Facts. You know what I mean? Like right now, I'm really on this rock and roll tip. I'm listening to a lot of Metallica. You know what I mean? Like I used to listen to Metallica back in the day, and my dad is a guitarist. My dad's play rock and roll music. So when I was younger, he was the one that really put me onto like a lot of like Bon Jovi. You know what I mean? Guns N' Roses. You know what I mean? A lot of big bands out there. So I'm into that too. 100%.
So your dad kind of showed you a good amount of your music. Is that like your main source of your main outlet of like where you got your music?
Yeah, as far as like all this different stuff that I was into, my dad inspired that, you know what I mean, to put me onto the ropes of everything that I wasn't exposed to, because I could be around the city and I learn about rap music. You know, like it really wasn't somebody that really had to put me onto rap music.
I see.
So
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, my dad really put me onto that, to all the different genres and everything, you know.
So he was would you say like a musically inclined person?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Still to this day, for sure.
Did
100%.
he play an instrument? Did he influence, like did he have you play the trumpet or did you pick that on your own?
Yeah, nah. Well, he did. He had me pick up the guitar because he played the guitar for like
Fair enough, yeah.
30, 40 years right now. My mom used to be a rapper back in the day.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
My mom used to rap back in the day, so that was one thing about her. She I guess she put the other side, the rap music, into me. So it was like two different worlds of music that I was blessed with, you know.
Interesting.
That's why when people come on my crib, I play so many different wide ranges of music. They be like, damn, you went from rock and roll to classical music to rap music to R&B to Afro beats and shit. So like, damn.
Yeah, that's an impressive thing to be able to do, is at least like, you know, to be able to enjoy these different genres. A lot of people are like, I don't like that.
Yeah.
I mean, even like I can enjoy country and stuff like that, but the point is that like it kind of gets tiring for a lot of people, and it's good to have a good wide palette of music. Like as an artist, bro, it's so important to. That's one thing I'm learning as a different way to approach like how to make music for myself, because I see these different artists coming through at these events and at these jam sessions, and I think it's so cool that somebody mentioned vaporwave. Like I didn't even know what that genre was, and I'm sure you're looking at me like I don't know what the fuck that is. So that's my point, is that it's really cool that these people are making new art, and it gives you a different approach. Like you can take a little bit from it, you know, and add it to the recipe,
100%.
add it to the pot. So
Fuck around, make your own genre of music.
Exactly. Like Cory 6'2" is gonna make like some like rock hip hop in the future.
Hey, that's been the goal. I've been trying to crack that code for since 2020 for sure.
That's fire. That's fire. Let's go on to. I want to continue on to some rapid fire questions. Okay.
Okay. Yeah,
we're gonna give you a few things, and basically you're just going to respond to them. You know, just not give it too much thought. Just whatever you feel.
Okay.
Favorite style of food, like favorite genre of food.
Mexican. Love Mexican food.
Eat out or cook at home?
Cook at home.
Cook at home.
Yeah, I cook.
Beach or mountains for vacation? Like an island type vibe?
Oh yeah, but island.
Yeah, yeah.
Beach for sure.
You said.
Yeah, hell yeah, beach.
Favorite TV show growing up?
Damn, Martin.
Martin, okay.
Yeah, Martin. Yeah.
Let's see.
That's a hard question. Yeah.
Okay, so this is an interesting one. 60K on a Porsche, like you could buy a Porsche. I'll give you 60K for a Porsche, but you could only buy a Porsche. Or you could give 30K to a homeless person.
I don't mean to sound selfish. Now, if I get this homeless person 30K, I don't get nothing.
You don't. No. You have to give away the 30K.
Just give it away.
Yeah, but you can. But you don't. Yeah, you have to spend the 60K on a Porsche. You don't get to keep the 60K. It's a Porsche.
Okay.
But it's a Porsche.
Nah, yeah, still give it to the homeless person for sure. I don't even like Porsches.
Okay, bet. All right, fair enough.
Thanks.
Do you know your zodiac sign?
I'm a Virgo.
Virgo.
Big Virgo energy.
Big Virgo.
Yes, sir.
So do you believe in reincarnation?
I believe in it, but I don't believe I'm gonna get reincarnated.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I believe in humans got different lives. You know what I mean? Kind of like cats got 9 lives.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I feel like
people. Do you think that you've lived multiple lives?
Yeah, 100%. I feel like a lot of times I feel like I've been here before.
So what makes you think you wouldn't get reincarnated?
I think I've been reincarnated. I think this maybe sound weird, but I think reincarnation work out like, let's say you on your 5th life, you may come back as a dog or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
But then I think when you on your last life, like I feel like this is my last life. I don't know. I feel like I've been a lot of spiritual awakenings. I feel like I've been woke to a lot of stuff. I feel like a lot of stuff I've seen before.
That's
you
deep,
know what
bro.
I mean? That's why I don't watch TV right now. Is I feel like everything I'm seeing, I've seen it for some reason. It's like I just want to focus on getting to this next life.
Like you've learned these lessons.
Exactly. Yeah. No, for real though. 100%.
That's fire.
I feel like I'm on my last life right now. So I
feel kind of like that. I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, you cool.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been a dog in a tree and shit before. You know.
I feel like I've felt that in the same way. I feel like a lot of people maybe feel like that too about like, this life. Yeah, I don't know. At least living in this day and age is ludicrous. It's to be 20-something in this day and age is
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what's one meal you always eat? Like your go-to meal?
I got 2 of them. I say one of them is salmon, my bad. Brown rice and like Brussels sprouts, something healthy like that. And then like I like as a dessert. I don't eat sweets, but I'll eat like natural peanut butter and Greek yogurt and like cherries. Like
is that like so one of the questions is do you eat breakfast? Is that a morning type thing?
No, I try to eat breakfast as far as like to be healthy, but most of the time I'll be skipping out on breakfast. So I don't be eating breakfast.
Yeah, most people don't. Yeah. I feel like a lot of people don't. Tyus, do you eat breakfast?
When I can, I try to.
Exactly.
I usually don't eat until like after 12 o'clock.
Yeah,
Facts.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, same. His answer is my answer.
Yeah, that's pretty much,
Facts.
Me too. Last question is, what's your favorite drink, bro? You know?
Like alcohol or?
Yeah.
Matter of fact.
Whatever drink, yeah. Oh, snap.
I got you the bottle right here. We got the Lobos.
What?
The Lobos 1707.
Bro, you're bringing out the Lobos.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sheesh. Is this for the studio or are you taking this home with you?
Oh, yeah.
It's all good. If we could leave this almost back
for
here,
sure.
bro.
Pop
Shit.
that motherfucker, bro. Pop that motherfucker. Let's take a shot. Yes, that Lobos, bro.
Yeah.
That's all I drink.
Well, hold on. Do you have an extra cup?
That would actually be pretty fire. If you have one, I could even pay for it, bro. We could we could like leave it like somewhere. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah,
You know, for people to. That'd be cool.
yeah. Let's make that happen.
This one's clean.
Yeah, it's all cool. It's all clean. Big blessings. Salute.
Cheers.
Salute. Cheers. Cheers. Yes,
One love,
sir.
one love, one love.
Yes, sir. One love. Big blessings and success. Yeah, but this is my go-to drink, Lobos, 1707. Best tequila out there right now. 100%. Hmm? Oh. 1707. Y'all need to get some. 100%.
That shit's smooth, bro.
Smooth, huh? I'm telling you. Put it on.
I
Yes,
appreciate you, man.
Yo, 100%. Had to. Actually, I got a song coming out at the end of the summer called Zato.
Zato?
Yeah.
Like Zado?
Yeah, like Reposado for sure. So we talking about Lobos. It's gonna be lit. The music video gonna be lit. And
What are you gonna shoot for the music video?
we shooting at my homie liquor store at Oaks Liquor in Sherman Oaks. So it's gonna be lit. Yeah, so we gonna make that happen. I'm trying to get like some features to come through, some big artists to come through. So we gonna see for sure.
You know, now would be a good time to mention that we're not. The date isn't set yet, but we're going to be running our first Roar Music Collective show later this year. So maybe Zato can be performed
100%.
at
It's ready.
at the show. So
Absolutely.
stay tuned for that, guys. There's a lot more to come as far as the collective. There's monthly events that go on, usually the last Friday of every month. So that's a good way to figure it out. And you can check out like tickets. You can check out memberships. You can check out studio services at roarheadquarters.com. And tap into the community and, you know, be a part of something that is growing, something that independent artists are, you know, being able to network and collaborate and grow their own career in LA as a independent artist. That's something you don't see a lot. So we're very proud of what we do over here. How did we meet, Cory?
We met
We met through Cash.
Cash.
That's what. Yeah.
I met a lot of people through Cash.
Yeah.
Cash the plug.
You guys stay at the same complex in North Hollywood. Or, I don't want to give out too much information, but that's how you guys linked up, right?
Yep.
And then you guys he brought you through, and we started making some tracks, and yeah, I don't know. I think that's really cool, being able to create some honest relationships, bro. Like, you know, I can say that you're an honest friend of mine.
Hell yeah.
And I don't know. I think that's cool. So
no, it's dope. I was just thinking about that the other day. Like, you know, we linked up through Cash, and like we've been rocking out ever since. Like,
yeah, man.
100%.
Yeah, absolutely. What is Cash up to? Do you know what he's up to?
Man, Cash, I'm gonna put his business out there. Cash he about to be a daddy, so it's like he's a big blessing.
Bro, he told me
saw that.
about that.
Yeah,
he told me about that. It's on, like, Ari is posting about it too.
Yeah, 'cause when he told me, I was like, I ain't gonna tell nobody. I ain't, you know what I mean? But yeah,
so
the word is
beautiful,
out
man.
there, bro. Yes, sir.
So beautiful.
Big blessings. Big blessings.
Yeah,
Beautiful
she's starting
family.
to show a little bit. It's yeah.
That's lit.
I think that's so cool.
Yeah.
Cash is an amazing person, and hopefully we can have him on the podcast. Honestly, I'd love to have him on.
That'd be dope.
You live out in Hollywood, right?
The Valley, yep.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So what type of life is it out there? What type of stuff you run into in the nightlife?
Oh man, out in the Valley. I mean, it's I moved out to the
Valley. A lot
Valley.
of people want to know, like out in Wisconsin, you know, they don't know anything like that.
They don't know nothing. Facts. Well, me being from Wisconsin, you know, it ain't really too fast. You know what I mean? Wisconsin real slow.
Mm-hmm.
But Milwaukee is a big
Once you
city.
get that mic just out of your face, because it's gonna be.
Oh my bad, I ain't want to touch it. It's
No,
cool.
it's all good. You can touch it. Yeah, my bad.
Right there.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I don't want to interrupt you.
Oh, okay. No, it's cool. We know Wisconsin real slow. Milwaukee is a fast city. It's a big city, but you know we move kind of slow out there. So
Absolutely.
Moving out to California, the best place that would fit in for me, honestly, for my vibe was the Valley. You know what I mean? So it don't be too much happening out there. You know, it'd be like real smooth, real low key.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm not really like in the Hollywood mix. You know, I'm kind of out the way.
I see. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. So actually, I wanted to ask you, bro. One of the things that people ask me a lot, I see in the comments, like, what does the 6'2" mean?
6'2".
Yeah,
oh, yeah, 6'2".
You like Yung Cory 6'2", yeah.
Yes, sir. 6'2". So that's my that's the street I was raised on. So I never, when my time of living in Milwaukee, I moved out of Milwaukee when I was like 22.
Mm-hmm.
I never moved out of one house.
Mm-hmm.
I lived in one neighborhood, you know, for 22 years. You know what I mean? So I seen that neighborhood go through, you know, destruction. I seen that neighborhood go through a lot of stuff, and that neighborhood is what made me. You know what I mean? North side of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. You know, 53216. And
Mm-hmm.
the 6'2" is the street I was raised on. Like my record label was a 6'2" cap.
Mm-hmm. That
cap stands for Capital Drive. You know what I mean? So
I see.
Yeah, so that's my roots. You feel me?
So you grew up in a street called Capitol Drive.
The main street was called Capitol Drive.
Main street.
The you know because we in the Midwest we got blocks, so
Sure.
you would be on the main street, but then the block would be 62nd block. You know what I mean? So
I see. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the main
it's like
street
Figueroa and 23rd, like
Facts.
that type of shit. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where
same,
we're at. So.
Same shit. Yeah. So you know, same thing. Yeah.
Interesting.
So, yep.
So any other like little tidbits you want to give me on that, or is it like
everything my whole brand is based on 6'2". You know, my whole brand, my clothing line.
Yeah.
I just dropped my my glasses that I just dropped that I'm working on right now. The Shady Cory shades. That's a part of brand 6'2" as well. Brand 6'2" is as you see my merch, you know what I mean, my hat, my sweatshirt.
Sir.
We got the shirts, and I also got you. Hold up, wait a minute. I got you something too, bro.
Oh shit,
yes, sir.
bro.
That's your shirt. You know what I mean?
He pulled out
6'2".
the shirt.
Big 6'2"
so
energy.
quickly. That shit's
Yes,
so
sir.
fire.
Big 6'2" energy, bro. So we got the
Wow.
shirts. Yep.
What's up?
Bust it open and show me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Of course.
we got
That's
the
just
shirts.
crazy, bro. Thank you, man.
Yeah, for
That's
sure,
so
for sure,
nice
for
of you,
sure.
bro.
I had to pull it out.
My God.
We got the shirts. Also we got a custom. We do custom wear
That's
as well.
6'2", bro.
Yeah.
That minimalist shit, I like it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Just my size, bro. Thank you, man.
Hell yeah. You know how to get you with it with the drip.
Thank you, bro.
I got you a hat coming soon.
Thank you.
I got you.
Shit. So, so you obviously got a clothing line.
Yeah.
That's
the clothing line.
that's what's up, bro.
Yeah. We got the merch. Well, the 6'2" is my merch, like my hats, my
Sure.
shirts and everything.
Yeah, it's
but,
kind of, you know.
But we got the clothing line separately where we make custom clothes as well.
I
You
see.
know? So
I
got a
see.
seamstress who
I see the vision.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Facts.
So who's the seamstress? I'm sorry.
Actually, it's my mom's.
That's so cool.
My mom, she's so close. So she do all the custom outfits that I do. A lot of things I wear be custom from her.
Mhm.
You know, we work together on a lot of designs and everything. And actually next year, Brand 6'2" is gonna be in possibly in a modeling experience in LA for Fashion Week.
I'm sorry. Say that modeling experience.
The modeling experience.
I've
Yeah, so
never
it's
heard
like
of that. I'm sorry.
It's like a big, it's like a runway show that happens at the convention center.
Modeling. I see.
Modeling. My accent probably like.
No. I
modeling
don't.
experience.
Yeah, I've just never heard of it. I'm sorry.
Modeling.
Oh shit. I thought it was.
I don't know. He was still.
It actually is your accent. Sure, I'm sorry.
Modeling.
I thought it was like a name.
No, modeling.
I thought you said modeling.
Modeling. It's my
That's
accent.
crazy.
Modeling. Some shit I can't say good. Modeling experience.
It's probably the fucking Lobos bro shit. So it's all good.
Yeah.
But that's really cool. So you have some like custom clothes coming out soon, or?
Yeah. So
Yeah?
we've been having custom clothes for a minute that we haven't
wow.
really been advertising it, but a lot of people been getting like custom clothes
Yeah,
from us and
of course.
everything. So like
Sure.
we really gonna try to take it to the runway with that.
Wow, that's full plate. That's so cool, bro. Oh yeah, let me actually ask you a couple more questions real quick before we get you. You know, I know you're a busy man.
No, it's all cool. It's all good.
So, do you have any like different perspectives from when you've started music to now, getting to this point of your success, how do you view first like recording and second like music in general? Like, I know as I've grown as an artist and like as an amateur engineer, it's tough for me to look at music the same way because of like how I've dived into it, and I can kind of reverse engineer, no pun intended, like a song that I'm listening to, and sometimes it takes away from me the mysticism. So my question is for you, like, how do you feel like? Do you feel like maybe music, recording every day, like we talked about, has taken away the allure? Or tell me, go into depth, like how has being an artist affected your perspective on music?
For me, it affected a whole lot. I'm not for sure about other artists, but me, I record music every single day. Like, even if I had the longest day, I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna record, cause I got the studio at the crib, so that's a blessing I got. And
absolutely,
I think sometimes recording too much could make me uninspired. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why I asked about the writer's block.
Yeah.
At a certain point, you can oversaturate yourself. So.
Exactly, like kind of get burnt out. You know what I mean? But I learned like as an artist, you gotta find another hobby. On the flip side, you know what I mean? That's why I was talking about like boxing earlier.
Yeah.
Because of like I find like other hobbies that I enjoy doing besides music, because I'm
super healthy that's very well balanced of you to do. Yeah.
And I'm a single man, so I ain't really got like a female who could take up.
Well, even better that you have time to do these things that, if having a girl is probably the most ideal thing, but this time I'm also single as well, so it's a good time for self-growth. It's a good time to establish these routines and disciplines.
That's true.
So, I think that you've been doing boxing actually for a while, so but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, definitely. It's been like helped me balance everything. It's all about balance, you know what I'm saying? Especially with music, because you could get so burnt out on music, and music is like you gotta stay creative in so many aspects of your life. With music, you really gotta stay creative, you know what I mean? So if you get burnt out on just recording music, that's gonna mess up your creativity.
So like, have you ever can you speak on a time that you've gotten burnt out? Like, do you remember what you did to get back, or how long it took, or whatever?
2021 I was burnt out. I was burnt out on recording for a minute. And then another thing I was doing that was bad was I was listening to other people's opinions on like what I should be doing with my music, which was a learning lesson for me, because again, that takes away from your creativity as an artist, because as an artist you should be able to pull your creativity from inside you. You know what I mean? When somebody try to tell you what you should sound like, or give you, I'm good with taking advice and criticism, but it's like, as an artist, I gotta speak from my own truths. I gotta speak from my own experiences and be able to put that out there, instead of try to sound like a Drake, try to sound like a whoever, you know what I'm saying?
One-off, like someone who's trying to find a trend.
Exactly, because I'm trying to find my own lane. You know what I mean? That's why I like making different music, and I feel like my sound is different than a lot of other artists' sounds, because I'm trying to find my own sound. I really don't care about sounding different. I ain't trying to follow a trend.
Wow, that's so let me ask you one more question before we get out of here, which is probably like one of the most important questions that I feel like is brought out through all of this conversation. But do you have any advice to you that was starting out, or do you have any advice to people who are just recording, you at 14, what would you say to yourself, and what type of wisdom would you drop?
Me at 14, I would say
or anyone at any point. I don't want to just put it at that, because people are starting out at a different
Different
level,
ages.
you know.
Yeah.
So
I would say anybody who start out in rap, just first off, find yourself as an artist. You know what I mean? Find yourself as an artist, and don't let nobody take that from you. You know what I mean? Like, find yourself, make your own lane, stay consistent. That's the most important part about this music stuff. Just staying consistent, because it's gonna be times where financially you ain't gonna be able to do it, or mentally you ain't gonna be able to do it. But if you really following your soul, and your soul is to tell you to make music, then just keep doing that. You know what I mean? Because that's why everybody be around me be like, yo, you constantly recording, you constantly on it. It's not even me. It's like God gave me something inside my soul that tell me like, yo, keep going. I don't get tired. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know that I found my niche, but if you feel like rapping is your niche and you just starting off, like, don't let nobody stop you. You know what I mean? If you a dude, don't let no female stop you. Don't let no job stop
Vice
you.
versa.
Vice versa. If
Yeah,
you're a woman, don't let
yeah.
no man stop you. Don't let no man stop you. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't do it. So just do it. You know what I'm saying? That's really just do it. You know, despite if you working 12 hours a day. If music is your passion, do it.
That's real talk, bro.
It's gonna pay off.
That's you know that. Yeah, just pave your way. You know, at a certain point, people are gonna notice.
Yeah.
You know, whether people like it or not, at a certain point, people notice. That's like the biggest thing is, like, raw talent never goes unnoticed.
No.
That's yeah.
Even when they hate, that's they noticing you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it comes with the territory.
They do.
You know,
100%.
So if you're not getting hate, you're doing something wrong. You know, or you're not where you think you're at.
Yeah.
You know, shit.
And I think I received a lot of hate when I first started coming out. You know.
Yeah.
And I feel like I honestly feel like I was ahead of my time, especially coming from Wisconsin. Even like somebody told me before, like, yo, you don't sound like you from Milwaukee. You know what I mean? Like, I just got a whole different sound. You know, and
incredible, yeah.
Yeah, so like,
I love your sound, bro.
Appreciate it. But shout out to all the Milwaukee artists. You know what I mean? Because Milwaukee got just like any other city. We got our own sound. We got our own like type of beats. We got our own lyrics that we talk about. You know what I mean? But I was one that shied away from that and like try to just dabble into like different stuff. You know,
go into the other shit,
like singing and shit, all that.
And I, you know, nothing but support you going into that shit, bro. Like, you know, like the collective has like mixed a couple records from you, and you know, going into like other genres, like we've talked about that, going into like that singing shit. So like, I really, you know, I just think that it's a really cool thing being able to explore and being able to find these different places of like, that's, you know, not to be so cliche, but that's where like Juice World and people like him kind of stumbled upon. It's just like they're just like fucking around, bro, and they're having a good time, and they're creating these vibes, and all of a sudden like everything dials in. They're like, oh shit,
exactly,
we've created like something actually new.
Facts.
You know, like
that's crazy you said that.
Actually,
I was telling one of my homies not too long ago, when I'm in the studio with somebody, like, and when people be in the studio with me for the first time, I tell them that too, like, yo, what I do, like, just think about the ending outcome of it, because I do a lot of experimenting in the studio. I may get a beat and I may rap or sing on this beat, and that's not how the song is gonna end up. You know what I mean? Like, I would experiment so many different sounds,
right,
so many different ways. I would for one beat I would do like 5 different type of songs on one beat, because I would just experiment, and then the whole outcome would be
like, how would this work out? Actually,
everything meshed up into one. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I do a lot of experimenting. Like, motherfucker may come into my session and be like, yo, what the fuck is he doing? But then I will experiment. After, you know, 20, 40 takes, it will turn into some dope shit.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Facts.
You know, it's also like just sharpening the blade, right? Because after like the 5th track, I doubt you're going back to the first one, right? So like, you know, that 5th track is probably like that more or less the better one, you know.
Yeah.
So because you've had time to refine, and you've had time to like chip away
That's true.
at like what that song could be.
But sometimes it be the first one.
It could be,
Thriller,
yeah.
You heard about Thriller? Where Michael Jackson was a Virgo, so just like him, I do like 100 takes on one verse, and I will fuck around and pick the first damn take. You know what I mean? But
Sure.
they say Thriller.
That's funny.
Like Michael Jackson did like 100 takes on Thriller. He ended up going with his first original version of it. You know what I mean? That's some Virgo shit. So that's the same thing. I'll be
really
doing the same
interesting. You know, like I've had that as an artist. I've had that happen to where like there's something about a first take. There's something about the candidness. Yeah. There's something about it.
Facts.
And there's also something about like a tired like. You ever like had to step away from a recording just because you're like, I'm doing too many takes and I'm not
100%.
feeling it like
Every night.
Exactly. Yeah. That's yeah. There's a lot to even unpack there. I don't know.
That's true.
It's an interesting thing because you don't obviously you don't want to stop, but you're kind of forced to stop by the feeling. You're like, shit. Yeah. I'm just not. I can't. Because not to completely harp on the situation, but it's almost like when you're making music, when you're putting out a certain feeling, it's you're almost in the way that I see it, you're almost acting. And so if you can't come up with that feeling, if you can't come up with that character, then it's something that is you have to stop, you have to take a break, or you have to find some other inspiration or whatever. So
that's true. No, that's 100% true. Yeah,
it's an elusive thing.
You gotta find something in your head to like bring out that inspiration in you as an artist. You know what I'm saying? So
absolutely,
that's true. 100%,
yeah,
same thing. You gotta find something. You gotta manifest something.
Absolutely. You got any music? Excuse me. Do you have any new music coming out?
Yeah, we got some dope joints about to come out at the end of the month.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? July 31st, I'm dropping 2 big records.
Nice.
For sure.
What are they called?
We got High Speed Chase. And we're gonna drop That's a Go.
Oh yeah, shit. Yeah. There we go.
That's a go.
High Speed Chase, and that's
sir.
A go. Like those are some well put together. Like they got a synergy to them. You know what I mean?
Sir.
Like that's a go, and then let's go to the High Speed Chase. You know.
Shout out to my cousin Cali G. You know what I mean? He produced both of them joints, and they about to go. You know what I mean?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, yeah. Let's talk about you had a placement in Milwaukee the other month, right? You had a track go to the radio.
Yeah, I got a track on the radio right now. It's on 105.7.
There we go. What's that track on?
R&B, From the Bottom.
From the Bottom, bro.
Yeah, that's on the radio right now spinning, so that's a big blessing.
That's a huge blessing. That's crazy.
I know.
I mean, for me, I'm just starting out as a artist, not as long as you, couple years. But the point is that I haven't gotten a radio place, haven't gotten anything like that yet. So it's a huge move, bro. Good shit.
Yeah, appreciate that. Yeah, definitely. That joint spinning. So like, that's a blessing.
Very cool. Very cool. So yeah, lastly, like, is there anything like that you like to plug or anything that you like to mention before we, wrap this up?
No, speaking back to the record though, shout out to DJ GA. He the one that really believed in me in Milwaukee, who put my song on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
I want to give him a big shout out. I appreciate him. 6'2", we moving. We got a lot of big things going on. Big blessings happening. We talking with a lot of people right now, so we trying to make a lot of things happen. It's a team effort. We fully independent right now, and we trying to expand.
But it's a team, bro. Like that shit. You need that. You need that. It's an incredible thing.
Mm-hmm.
That working with all these people that you're working with, and even your mom that you said. So that's.
She part of the team too.
Teamwork makes a dream work.
That's facts.
Yeah.
That's true. whole 6'2" team, we moving. We moving. We got a lot in stores. We got a lot of big plans that we want to execute
Mm-hmm.
in the next couple of years. So we
Stay
definitely
tuned,
gonna
guys. Shit.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned for Young Cory 6'2". Stream him on Spotify, wherever the fuck you get anything streaming. You listen to your music.
Yep.
And check out the Roar Music Collective. Check out roarheadquarters.com and tap into the collective. Tap into Cory. He's coming to these events, bro. He is a member of this collective to where he will be at these events, if he's free, if he's able to come, and you'll be able to meet him. You'll be able to collaborate with him on a song possibly.
Yeah.
And if you have beats, if you're a producer, if you're a make music videos as a videographer, if you're a photographer, come to these events to where you can collaborate with people like Cory.
Yes,
so
sir.
Tap in with him. Tap in, and we'll catch you next time, okay?
Yes,
Peace.
sir. Big 6'2" energy.
Peace.
Yes, sir.
All right, cool.